So I'll be breaking down the Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid, Toyota Prius Prime, and Honda Clarity for used car shoppers with a look at the key attributes that I think make these particular plug-ins worthy of consideration. We'll also look at what you can expect to find around 25,000 Canadian dollars and a few tips and pointers to help you prevent possible headaches and surprises along the way. And these choices, I figure, amount to some of the most compelling for shoppers after their first plug-in powered vehicle from the second-hand market. The Honda Clarity impressed with good highway manners, a striking cabin, pleasing power output, and a generous EV range of about 70 kilometers on a full charge. Even in my Northern Ontario locale, that all-electric range is sufficient to get many drivers completely off of gasoline for their daily commuting and errands. This is the Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid, and when I drove this 2019 model year unit, I reported that it was the most important vehicle I drove that year, since it put affordable PHEV power right where Canadians wanted it, into a high-value, all-wheel drive equipped crossover. With a full battery, look for about 35 kilometers of all-electric range. And finally, the Toyota Prius Prime. This is the plug-in hybrid version of the Prius, and it gives drivers all-electric capability for shorter trips. Like the Outlander PHEV, Prius Prime lets drivers charge whenever they like with a full battery good for about 40 kilometers of all-electric range. Toyota is the world leader in hybrid cars, making Prius Prime a popular pick amongst shoppers looking for maximum long-term confidence in their investment. So each of these machines will seat 4 adults comfortably, boasts a flexible and easy-to-use cargo area, and should satisfy the needs of shoppers after a fuel-free commuter or gas-sipping family runabout. If you're wondering, each model includes a wide range of must-have safety and connectivity equipment, and of the three, I'd call the Outlander and Prius Prime the best picks for owners of larger dogs. So let's dig into the Clarity a little first, and if you're sold on this vehicle for its comfortable drive and generous electric range, at this writing, your 25,000 Canadian dollars gets you roughly a 2 to 3 year old unit with mileage between about 50 and 70,000 clicks. Of these three used models, the Clarity seems to be the most limited in supply, meaning that shoppers set on one should plan to shop patiently and check often for availability of newer units. Some owners have reported issues with inaccurate fuel tank readings, wonky windshield wipers, difficulty connecting to certain chargers, and perhaps the most commonly reported concern that I came across was actually a foul smell from the air conditioner. Some owners say that that's a sign the system requires professional cleaning to remove mold and mildew from inside of its ducting. Numerous owners have also reported that dealer software updates and diagnostics were key in eliminating electronic problems across multiple vehicle systems. You can take that to mean that a used Clarity that's been regularly dealer serviced is less likely to give you headaches. So the Toyota Prius Prime next, and this one adds plug-in hybrid capability to the fuel-sipping Prius driving experience. At this writing, a 2022 Prius Prime has a starting price of about $33,500 before rebates and incentives. And if you're looking to spend about $25,000 in the used market, you're looking at a second-hand Prius Prime with between 20 and 50,000 kilometers of service under its belt. And many of those units are available through a certified pre-owned or CPO program at Toyota dealerships, which requires used cars to meet higher quality standards before they're sold. Some shoppers prefer to buy their used cars from CPO programs for added peace of mind, others don't. Based on reports from some owners, test driving shoppers of a second-hand Prius Prime will want to be on the lookout for problems with leaky rear hatches, premature corrosion of braking system parts, inoperative cruise control, inoperative multimedia connectivity, and a possibly shorter than expected lifespan from the vehicle's standard 12-volt battery. Most owners do not report these problems, but on your test drive, remove all items from the cargo area, checking for water pooled down in the lower portion of the Prius Prime's body, and be sure to double and triple check all electronic features including key fobs, Bluetooth connectivity, and all media connections. Some Prius Prime owners choose to connect their vehicle to a battery conditioner when it'll sit for extended periods because that can improve the lifespan of the standard 12-volt battery as well as its reliability, which saves you money in the long run. And this is the Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid. It's the only second-hand plug-in hybrid on our list to include both all-wheel drive and fast charge capability, which adds value for shoppers by way of winter-ready traction and the ability to recharge more rapidly on the go. A model year 2021 update saw an improved battery and driveline that added more power and range, though pricing does start around $44,000 for a brand new unit before rebates and incentives. If your budget's closer to $25,000, you'll find a decent selection on secondhand units that have done between 30 and 60,000 kilometers. Some owners have reported trouble with charge doors, charging connections, and micro switches that are used to operate the onboard charging system. Most have not. On your test drive, connecting to multiple chargers and monitoring the response from the vehicle can reveal potential trouble that might cost you money. Most owners rate their Outlander plug-in hybrid highly, and systematic and worrisome complaints are relatively difficult to track down, which is encouraging given the high sales volumes of this vehicle. Translation: so far, the majority of owners seem to be experiencing few, if any, problems. Though test driving shoppers should still be double-checking all interior electronics, including the climate control system and all power door locks for proper operation. And if you're shopping for any of these vehicles, remember that because of how hybrids work, their braking system components, including rotors and calipers, may be at elevated risk of corrosion and wear depending on how the vehicle was driven and how well its braking system was maintained by previous owners. So especially when test driving a used plug-in hybrid that's been driven in a salty northern climate, remember to visually inspect the exposed braking system components that you can see for signs of excess rust, and also to listen for any unwanted noises during braking on your test drive. These are potentially early warning signs of trouble, and paying attention to them could save you money.